You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Sports. As we know, the mainstream sports media has followed the path of the mainstream media. And there is no organization that gives worse virtue-signaling takes, is more woke than the Marxist ESPN of China. Well, in the last day, really over the last 2 weeks, but in the last day, Stephen A. Smith of the flagship woke show of the Marxist ESPN of China, Woke Take, along with his woke partner in crime, Max Kellerman, of course, he had to go after Tim Tebow, and that would be one Stephen A. Smith. Well, Stephen A., of course, went out, followed suit of people like Chris Sims, so many others in the sports industry that are triggered over the signing of one Tim Tebow with the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have talked about the many reasons why Tebow would get signed. A lot of it's got to do with business reasons. I mean, let's just be honest. Tim Tebow is good for business, and Tim Tebow makes the Jacksonville Jaguars wildly interesting, okay? They were already interesting. With Trevor Lawrence, the number one pick, Urban Meyer, one of the biggest college coaches we've had in the last 15, 20 years, coming into the NFL. But you add Tim Tebow going back home to Jacksonville, around that Florida Gators University, and everybody's got to come after Tim Tebow, and somehow, some way, they managed to tie race into it. When I've said it's just a matter of the fact that you've got a former quarterback going back to an offense that he has ran before in college, and you've got a huge investment in Trevor Lawrence, right? The number one overall pick. What greater influence, what greater entity to bring into the organization to be around Trevor and help teach him that offense than Tim Tebow? Do I think Tim Tebow will make the roster as a tight end? I don't know. We don't know that. But the fact is, bringing Tim Tebow in will be great for business. Well, Stephen A. Smith went out there. He jumped all over Tim Tebow and, of course, said, well, whether you like it or not, this is white privilege. Now, we know those kind of takes are ludicrous, and very few people are willing to call them out other than Sports Wars, Black and White Sports, and our guys over at Outkick, and this time Clay Travis went after Stephen A. Smith to line him out on his horrible white privilege take. Clay, nothing privileged about Tebow signing with the Jags. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith called the Jacksonville Jaguars signing of Tim Tebow a case of, quote, white privilege. That was perhaps the worst of the many terrible takes on Tebow's latest NFL opportunity, says Outkick founder Clay Travis. Quote, Tim Tebow isn't getting some massive privilege. It's not like he got a $100 million contract to sign. He has a good relationship developed over years with head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Urban Meyer, who believes that Tebow could, I stress, be a helpful asset to the young Jacksonville Jaguars franchise and also might help to sell tickets. Throw in Tebow's overall likability and strong ties to Florida, and his one-year deal is actually a no-brainer. Yeah, this is easy. This was real easy. If I was a franchise, I was in Jacksonville, and Tim Tebow, you brought him out, gave him a workout, liked what you saw, gave him another workout, liked what you saw, gave him a third workout, liked what you saw, and he had ties to the offense, he had ties to the city. And let's be real, I talked about it yesterday. He's going to be great for business. His jersey is already for sale. And I'm calling it right now. Tim Tebow will be in the top 5 hottest selling jerseys in the league. I mean, that's just a fact. I'm going to buy one. I don't give a shit, okay? I don't care that he's a third string tight end. Let's be honest. In the awful world that we have lived in the sports climate, listening to all these people like LaChina James and all these other sports stars that have been coming out with their woke BS leftist radical agenda, Tim Tebow is a beacon of hope right now, okay? He is exactly what the NFL needs. It needs many more Tim Tebows than it does LeBron Jameses. And some of the, now I'll say this, most of the NFL guys have kept their mouths quiet because in the NFL, they'll flat cut your ass, okay? They will release you if you cause too much trouble. But we know they prop up people like Colin Kaepernick, the media, and they're going to berate a straight white Christian male in Tim Tebow. All right? It's unbelievable what this guy has done far as his Tim Tebow Foundation, all the positivity that he brings sports, and this used to be what sports was about before everybody lost their minds and went woke. So Clay Travis has come out and he said, look, this is not white privilege. It's not like he's signing a huge contract. Tim Tebow is literally signing a veteran minimum contract of somebody with 3 years of service. That's $920,000. Okay? And Jacksonville will make much more money than that having Tim Tebow on the roster. I said yesterday, the NFL is a business, whether anybody likes it or not, and Tim Tebow is great for business down there. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Clay Travis, once again, is one of the very few that's willing to call out people like Stephen A. Smith and people from ESPN giving their terrible takes. They'll let somebody like Kenny Mayne go and Mike Golick Sr., but they'll keep clowns like Stephen A. Smith on the payroll, and they'll continue to watch their brand be destroyed, their ratings drop, and for whatever reason, they're willing to let these people continue to tank their business models. Peace, I'm out. Tim Tebow's good for the Jags business model. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.